So, what in the hell kind of noise is that? Oh, that's weird. It just gave me a little notice that I should pay attention to the show that we're shooting right now, this second. How prescient. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Monday. Well, it might not be morning, depending where you are, but good day to you. Good day to you, says. So, over the weekend, kind of flat. Bitcoin cracked down to the 55s for a little while. Some people got scared. Some people did this. Some people did that. Nothing that exciting really happened. We went back up to 58 this morning, and it popped down to 57 right now. Wah, wah. Back and forth. We're going to talk about whale movements. We're going to talk about the internet of blockchains. Yeah. We're talking about that. And that's kind of cool what they're trying to do. It's got the flavor of Polkadot, but it is not Polkadot. But it's another protocol layer that you should probably be looking at. We're going to talk about front running the this weird CoinList play where CoinList says they're doing an ICO, even though it's not an ICO because the coin that they're doing an ICO on is already actively being traded. You can buy it on Gate. You can buy it on KuCoin. There's a whole handful of places you can buy this coin, even though CoinList had you think it is an ICO. And all these people that are buying on CoinList, guess what they get? Lockups. Yeah, that's right. They get lockups, and you don't. So there's a play there. We'll talk when we get down to its rally, if you guys are curious. RLY. Do I think it's a valuable token? No, I think it's a meme. I think it's a bunch of memey bullcrap. But there's definitely a play there. And listen, this is all just about making currency units anyway, so it doesn't really matter if we like these things. They can make us currency units. We'll take them. Okay, let's say hello to Jared, Emmanuel, to JJ, Scorpsion, Scott, P. Kelly, Dubai Money. What up? We're actually going down there in a few months. Alex and I are going to Dubai to talk to some people about the Bitcoins. Let's see. Pablo, ¿qué onda, Pablo? Tom, what up, Tom? Wojtek with a V. Wojtek, what up? Ella Paul, Adam, Brady, what up, Brady? Michael Murphy, across the pond, Jerry Hall, across another pond, kind of, in a pond, across a pond, in a pond. Demayan, Nico, and we've got Hits NDC, Scott Hill. So we got Scott and Scott Hill. Bam. We got Al Greco. We've got Ashley and Dave somewhere in there. Let's see. Who do we have over on Theta? Theta, we got a bunch of new family members over the weekend. I don't really say subscribers. I don't think you're really subscribing to anything. I just kind of yammer on for about 45 minutes, and then that's it. Okay, so DeGraff, Atagon, Isantos, Nacho Cheese. I like that. Novico and Novico 1. Both of you. Gregor, the guest. Hawkeye. Oh, I like that one. Dui Hung. Derange Dotel. You sell RV. You sell RV. I get it. Melvin, Brazil. WBMR. Of course, Scorpion over there. Veritax JR80. Stress Relief. Wood HK. Gordon Bennett. CC Brown. Lupino, Baykeeper. Spirella. Bertolac. And who else am I missing? Philippe. Ocean Dawn. What am I missing? Oh, there it is. It refreshed. AJD 126. Yeah, that covers that. Oh, and then we have Clubhouse. Dwight, Antonio, Alon, Roy, Reed, David, Ryan. What up, Ryan? Lenny, Sylvia, Lil Games, Sheldon, Denise, Victoria, Aldo, Cassandra, Cutter, Justin, Matthew, Daria, Francois, Hogg, Sade, Lou, and Maggie. Hello to all the peeps. Okay, so we should have some fun today. Can someone on Theta tell me, when we get these little emoji things, those are sent on the Ethereum blockchain, right? They look like Ethereum addresses. Are those like Theta's version of Ethereum? Are they actual NFTs? And are they gathering up somewhere? All these little emote? I don't know. Anybody over on Theta that's figured that out? If there's a bucket somewhere of all these things, I'd like to check them out because I get these cool ones, but I don't ever know where to go to actually look at them. They are NFTs though. They have a specific count, they have a specific number, and they have an address that looks like an Ethereum address. But I know people aren't spinning up Ethereum. They're not spinning up tokens each time on Ethereum. That would be super expensive. Anyway, Fish and Magician, what's going on? Okay, let me roll these opening credits here. Tube Pipeline, Garth, other Nick. Good to see everyone. Okay, let's get this thing started. We'll be right back, and then we'll get into the guts. I'm going to show you something interesting today, too. I found something interesting on an interesting way to score these assets on Pro Cointelegraph. So we'll check that out, too. Okay, so I have it on good authority from Lupino that, in fact, the stuff that's on Theta, the emotes, the NFTs are okay. You meant 20 with T-Fuel. Oh, that's pretty cool. Ethereum is banned on Theta. Good, it should be. McNabb, what's going on? Okay, so that's cool. So somewhere these exist. SGB, what's going on? Get involved. What's going on? So these exist somewhere. That's pretty badass. So it might be fun to go play around with those and figure out, well, one, figure out where they are, figure out how we can look at them, and maybe you can do some trading and cool stuff like that. I love me some NFTs. The DEX, what up? Okay, Joe Fernandez, ¿qué onda? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Okay, so what's going on? Let's do a quick look at prices. The Bitcoin 57.7, fine, it's been back and forth. It's green across the board, all four greens, green on the daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Ethereum, it's way over 1,700. You know, you guys remember it dipped down. It wasn't too long ago. It was back in the 1,500s again. So it has dipped back up. Is that a dip? You can have a dip down. Can you have a bip? Is it a dip and a bip? I don't know. Anyway, let me get the sound better. I'm thinking the sound was not as good. Is this better? Sounds less echoey. Yeah. See, the Clubhouse peeps, we got it good because I'm 3 inches away from the mic. But with the other setup, you just never know. Anyway, Ethereum approaching 1,800 again, which means fees. Oh God, that's going to be a kick in the taint again. So if you've got to do any transactions where you're using Ethereum and lighting it on fire, do them sooner than later, because probably by the end of this week, Ethereum will be, pushing 18-ish, and then we're back in that same crap show we were before. Cardano, $1.21. It's up, it's down. It's down 12% on the month, but it's up, 4,000% on the year. So pretty good. Polkadot, 34.50. It's up 5% on the day, down 9 on the week, but up. It's about flat. It's flat. It started its kind of journey in the summer, and it was, oh gosh, I got in at $3 and I was late to the party. So we're well over 11x, pushing probably at 15 to 20x. Theta, 1336. It's making that run back towards $14 again. That's kind of cool. It's green all the way across the board. Green on the daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, and it's up, 19,000%. No big deal. No, you definitely would have been better off to hold on to XRP and wait for it to moon. You don't want to miss the bull run. That's what I heard. The XRP, relist XRP. You don't want to miss the bull run. You missed it. You already missed it. Whatever was gonna, anyway, VeChain. We're at we're over 9 cents, almost 9.2 pennies. There is some murmurings, right? I don't have anything conclusive, but there are some murmurings that this is going to be listed on Coinbase in the near future. And you know what the Coinbase effect is. Look at all the coins that launch there. They usually get anywhere from a 30 to 50% bump, and then they S the bed summarily right afterwards. So, you know, if you're way in the profit on this bad boy, you may want to wait for some kind of news event like that, and then take your original plus a double, take it off the table. Just kind of depends where you got in. I don't know if VeChain, I'm starting to worry that maybe VeChain doesn't have legs because all of these other protocol layer solutions seem to be able to offer through non-fungible tokens all of the things that VeChain is promising. And I don't see any real, actual production partnerships. Jerry asks, this is a good question, Jerry. Jerry asks, are you still looking at AGI? If yes, can you share how you see Cardano migration and the addition of 1 billion ADA AGI released month over month for the next several years? Well, I don't know how that's going to look. I know that the way Mr. Gortzel was saying it is that his tokens are going to, I think, release over like a 99-year period, something like that. So I don't know how that's going to look. I don't know how any of that stuff's going to look. I don't know if all of the tokens, if they're completely porting over or if they're leveraging a few platforms. If I was Gortzel, I wouldn't just count on Cardano. I would probably count on a few platforms. So I would port in a bunch of different directions and kind of load balance. But I'm not Gortzel. He's a smarter guy than all of us. So I don't know. I think there'll be a lot of excitement and news around it. And I like the idea of an AI marketplace. That's really as far as I've gone. And so that and fetch.ai are my kind of AI exposure. And to a little extent, MetalX. We'll get there. Okay. So VeChain, I guess I just don't know. I don't know how much further this thing can go. Cosmos. We're going to talk about Cosmos today. The little teaser I had about the blockchain of blockchains, it has to do with Cosmos. We'll talk about that. It's doing pretty good. Not great. It's kind of stagnated in the $18 to $20 range. Hasn't seemed to have been able to break out, but we'll see. It is strange to me that VeChain has a higher market cap than Cosmos, and who knows, whatever. I don't see VeChain in my mind. I don't look at VeChain as a protocol layer. I look at it as provenance and supply chain logistics and things like that. And again, I'm worried that time is starting to pass it by and technology is starting to get better and it's not really improving. Okay. Chili's. What is Chili's? Fan tokens. The game of football, soccer, the real football. Tiny market cap. This thing could do quite well. It wouldn't be a big position in my portfolio, but it would be, I would take a flyer on it because these kind of community sports incentive type plays seem to be doing pretty well. So I wouldn't count it out. Engine number. No. 2.52. It's down 4% on the day, up 9 on the week, up 330 on the month, up 2.7 thousand on the year. Almost a 28x. Yeah, I mean, and I think this thing can do a lot more. If they end up being in between protocol layers for NFT and Tony Stark, what's up? And the dApps, then I think this thing has a bright future. So we'll see. Mana, very similar market caps. You start to wonder if people are looking at these assets and they're equating them financially. They're saying, well, that market cap makes sense. That market cap makes sense. And you wonder, okay. Mana, it's a $1.08, one spot 08. It's down 5 on the day, but it's up 14.5 on the week, 327 on the month. It's a 43x on the year. So, pretty cool. You can make a lot of money. You take any amount of money in your wallet and times it by 43, and it's better than it started. Graph token, $1.71. Was doing a little bit better yesterday. It was up I think it touched $1.85, but at least it's getting back towards 2-ish. It's been pretty flat, real flat. I mean, doesn't get any flatter than 30 basis points on the day, 2% on the week, less than 2% on the month. So it's pretty quiet. We'll see. Graph token, I think, is valuable. I just don't know if their marketing machine is in full gear. We'll see. TVK, 84 cents. It's down 3 on the day. It's up 1 on the week, up 90% on the month. And we don't really have a yearly number for it yet, but the market cap is right at $1 billion. This is similar to Flow. It's a protocol layer for non-fungible tokens. The cool thing, they have their licensing figured out. And a lot of these companies don't have licensing figured out, including Flow. Flow has some of the licensing figured out, just not all of the licensing figured out. But as it turns out, you can get sued if you don't have it all figured out. So we're going to see a lot of this stuff's going to end up in court. IOST. What do we say about IOST? It's protocol layer exposure to China. That's cool. But what does that even mean? I don't know. It's like organic sugar. I was in a restaurant with a buddy of mine. He's from Texas. He's a diamond broker. He does a lot of diamond. He's personally done over $1.5 billion in diamonds. One dude, him. Anyway, we went into this kind of old fancy ass place in Studio City, Hugo's. It's like a Mexican cafe restaurant thing, Hugo's. And they brought over organic sugar. And he goes, organic sugar? What the F does that even mean? And they just kind of stared at him. They'd never seen like a rednecky type dude raise his voice. And they're like, we have the other sugar. He goes, give me the real sugar. Organic sugar. What does that mean? Isn't plutonium organic? Come on with this organic stuff. I mean, we gotta dial it down. This whole thing's gone too far. The pendulum has swung way too far. I get it. I get where it started, but come on, man. We're so far past Me Too. We're like me, everyone. It's so bad now. People are creating weird classes to put themselves in so that they can feel that they've been disenfranchised too. Like when white chicks are like, well, I'm a special class with, like, I go into a 7-Eleven and no one even looks at me. No one even thinks I'm going to steal. You know how that makes me feel? Oh, shut up. Shut up. Take your fucking pronouns and kick rocks. Anyway, so there. Flow. Well, we kind of talked about Flow a little bit. Flow is back on the move again. It's up 7 on the day, 10.5 on the week, 61% on the month. It's way up. I mean, this thing was a coin list scammy listing where a couple of people got the hookup and everybody else got, effed. However, you could have still bought it on the open market super cheap. And what CoinList does is it locks people up. So you can actually play against CoinList. You can play the unlock periods. So when you know that a bunch of tokens are going to be unlocked, unfrozen, then you can kind of sell against that and ride those little waves. Anyway, because if a bunch of people got a token at 30 cents and it's at $32, they have 100x. You better bet your sweet ass they're selling. And if they're not, they're stupid. Anyway, so I'll be curious to see when these unlock periods happen for Flow, how that all plays out. I will probably sell my Flow prior to the unlocks. I think there's a 6-month that may have already happened. I'll have to check, but there's a 12-month, and that's the one where people got the tokens really cheap, like around 3 cents, something like ridiculous. And they're looking at 1,000x. They're absolutely selling. And So yeah, there you go. Fetch.ai, it's at 83 cents. It's up 1.5 on the day, 16 on the month, almost 17, 17 on the week, 200 on the month, 6,000% on the year. And this thing hasn't even started yet. Look at the tiny, tiny, tiny little market cap. Look at the cute little market cap. It's so cute. 682 million. That's nothing. Any of these projects, if they just get a whisper, they can grab $1 billion. Just a whisper. And I think that number is probably closer to 2 billion. 1inch, the only DeFi platform I trust, it's currently paying 18.1, 18.7, somewhere around there percent interest. It occurs in real time, like it's accruing in real time. So it's up 3.85 on the day, down about 9% on the week. Other than that, it's up. But even if it was down 17% on the year, you're actually up, because the rewards, the staking rewards have been between, I've seen them as low as 14, but as high as 35. So yeah. Oh, audio is our friend. Audio is kicking butt. Now it's only up 1% on the day. It sold off Sunday. All Sunday it got kicked square in the nuts, but Saturday it performed like a soldier. So in the last 7 days, it's up 83%. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's up 724% this month. Criminy. So yeah, and again, market cap. What is this? Look, who are they competing with? Nobody is competing. I mean, not any meaningful projects. They're competing with real world companies. Spotify, $58 billion market cap. And again, you can't compare crypto market caps to real world market caps. They don't really apply. There is some metric, there's some multiplier there. I just don't know what that is. But every time Audius brings on a new entertainer, a new artist, whatever, and they go pump it out to their peeps, the price doubles. Well, if every week they bring out a new artist, dink, 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 how far do you know what I mean? Before, and what happens if they integrate NFTs against those artists as well? Donkey punch. So where will this thing go? My guess? My guess is it looks a lot more like Flow in the price action. So I suspect, it's funny, who do you compare it to? I guess you would kind of compare it to Theta in a sense, although they're not doing they're not distributing the bandwidth and any kind of load bearing. So I don't know. Again, it's one of those deals where you're not really sure who they're competing with and how to gauge it. My guess is this is probably a $30 or $40 or $50 token. Yeah, I think it's a $30 or $40, $50 token. So we'll see. And the staking is sweet. It's 30 to 35%, and it's legit. You actually get your staking. Okay, OGN, Origin Protocol. You want to launch a store? You're thinking about spinning off a Spotify store or something like that? Stop. Go over to Origin. Go read through the documentation. You can spin up a store. It's decentralized. It's amazing. It's cheap. It's super easy. So keep it in your mind. Tiny, tiny market cap. Very valuable. Very valuable. Okay. Price action is good. It's still relatively cheap. It's under $2. We like that. It's up 30% on the day. Okay. It did get punished last week. This is one of those tokens where when people get beat up on the other side of the balance sheet, this thing takes a hit. So I would dollar cost average into it, but don't ignore it. Anyway, it's up about 30% on the day, 75 on the week, 487% on the 30-day, and 600 something percent on the year. So still pretty dang good, but it's tiny, less than a $500 million market cap. And again, you start looking, what are the industry similars? Who are they competing with? I don't know who they're competing with. I can't find anybody. Not anybody that's doing it well. Spotify? Not Spotify, but Shopify? Did I say that? I may have said that wrong. Shopify? Shop-ify, whatever. You get it. So I would not ignore it. I would put it on your watch list. If you don't own some, maybe grab a little, slowly kind of, Oh, by the way, with Audius, download the app and listen to the music. Antonio pointed that out to me. It's dope. It's really cool. The app is good. Like, it's a good music app. It's good. I would urge everyone to download the app, and then you'll see why this thing keeps going up by doubles every freaking 2 weeks, because it's dope. All right. AGI. This is our other play in the future, in the swarm AI, in the mechanical Turk, in the machine learning, in the whole space of artificial intelligence and AI marketplace. This is the other side. For me, it is. I have Fetch and I have AGI. And as Jerry pointed out, it's coming to a Cardano near you. What will that look like? I don't know, but they mentioned it 3 times in that Cardano 360. Matter of fact, the example they used on transferring tokens like back and forth on a swap platform was AGI and Cardano. So, I mean, kind of cool. It's down on the day, up almost 16 on the week, 50% on the month. It's a 24x on the year. So still cool. Meaning it was just over a penny. Where is this thing going to go? I don't know. Gortzel believes it's going to have a higher market cap than Cardano. Interesting, no? Does that not interest you? Are you not amused? So what would that mean? Well, it's got a $290 million market cap. And Cardano has a $38 billion market cap. Matter of fact, the rounding error on Cardano is twice as big as the entire market cap on AGI. Simple math gives it a 69.8x. You multiply any number times 69.8. That's a lot. Now, are they going to get that? Who knows? Are they going to get 10% of that? I don't know. I wouldn't bet against Gortzel. I know a lot of people are like, nah, it's not cool. It's not shiny. You can't stake it. The website's not cool. You're missing the forest for the trees. You're getting caught up. You're measuring in the minors. If you're going to get exposure to AI, get exposure to AI. Don't try to pick the winner. You don't need to pick the winner. If crypto has taught us anything, don't try to pick the fucking winner. Pick them all. Own them all. You don't need to pick the winner. That's dumb old equity mentality. Buy the whole fucking space. God. It's so fucking easy. You want to win at crypto? Buy every asset you think will meaningfully change the world into your portfolio, because you can buy tiny little fractions. You say, oh man, that coin did 1,000x, a 2,000x, 3,000x. If you would put $20 in it, you'd have money. What's $20 times, I don't know, 23x? Money. What's it times 60x? Money. Times 16x? Money. 27x, 43x, 85x, 9x, 30x, 19x, 39x, 12. You guys fucking seeing what I'm seeing? Am I the only one that gets this? You don't have to pick winners. Quit being so fucking tribal. Get out of your own fucking way and buy these assets, the ones that you believe, one, that you can explain to your grandmother, okay? Be able to explain it. If you can't explain it, don't own it, okay? 2, if you think it will make a meaningful change in the world, buy it. Don't be a dummy. Or don't fucking whine when these things go to the moon and you're like, oh, I missed it. Bitch, you didn't miss it. You ignored it because you're trying to pick winners. Quit trying to pick fucking winners. That's how you win. You want to know how to win? That's how you win. Man, I just went into F-bomb. That was a weird rant, wasn't it? That wasn't even a rant. It was like an anti-rant. Anyway, I got my F-bombs out of the way. Near. Near doesn't know what Near wants to do. But I believe that when Coinbase really pushes, and that's coming here in the next 2-3 weeks, when they really push out their direct listing, they're going to push all of their assets. Near is a Coinbase venture. In my opinion, they're keeping it kind of in their back pocket. I think this thing is going to do quite well. Now, the market cap on Livecoin Watch is wrong. This is 1.9 billion, not 190 million. It's 1.9 billion, but I think this thing's going to get a real good bid. The staking is pretty good. It's very easy. You get your own address. It's very cool. Near seems to have done all of the things that Ethereum endeavors to do and probably will never do, is what it seems like. So I am a buyer. It's one of the few tokens. There's a few tokens I will not sell, period. Now, that's not to say I wouldn't scrape off staking profits, because you can stake off staking. You can take staking profits and reinvest them in other stuff. I'm all for that. But as far as my original seed, I'm not taking profit until I get a 10x on a lot of these. Some of these are, 1x, 2x, you take your money. No. Near, you hold. AGI, you hold. Fetch, you hold. Origin, you probably hold. Audio, you probably hold. 1 inch, I don't know. There's so much competition. I don't know. Anyway, you can go down the list of things that you would, Bitcoin, I hold. I don't try to trade it. I just trade options around it. Okay. Rally. Why is Rally interesting? Okay. So Rally is CoinList, our favorite idiots, are doing a token sale starting 2 days from now. And that token sale is a Rally token sale. It's the initial coin offering. But you might say, if I can see the token on the screen right here, how, pray tell, could this be an initial token offering? Well, that's a good question. So what happened is CoinList got allocated a bunch of shares at between a 10 and 30% discount to what whatever. So what they're going to, okay, let me back up. They're doing a token offering. They're going to have 3 tiers. It's going to be lockups. It'll be between $100 and a $1,000 investment. And the degree with which you get a discount is related to how long you're willing to lock up. 12-month lockup, 6-month lockup, or I think a 40-day lockup. Depending on how long you're willing to lock up, depends on what kind of discount you get from the trailing price in the market. You say, well, how do you get a trailing price in the market to a new issue token? It's not a new issue token. You can get it on KuCoin. You can get it on Gate.io. You know what I'm doing? I'm getting it on KuCoin. I'm getting it on Gate.io. I'm going to split my stash. And when this stupid ass token offering happens and a bunch of people get dissed on CoinList, because CoinList is a bag of shit, and when they fuck up this offering, which they will, because all they know how to do is fuck up. So when they fuck this offering off, and all those people are pissed off, I'm going to go in the Discord and be like, did you know you can buy this right now, this second, in KuCoin? You can buy this at Gate.io. Woo woo. And then I'm going to build up a stash and I'm going to play it. And what is Rally token? Well, it's influencers will be able to spin up their own tokens. And you guys should know by now the power of the influencer buck. Right? A platform where influencers can basically spin off their own tokens. Now, does this thing have any value to the real human world? If you can see my hands right now, they're forming a big fat 0, a big goose egg. This is an absolute bullshit meme token. It's worse than that. It's a foundation. It's a platform for absolute bullshit meme tokens. I want to trade my Kardashian tokens for a Kanye token because they got divorced. How fucking stupid is that? But it doesn't matter if we think it's stupid. Do we think it can make us currency units? And the answer there is overwhelmingly yes. So I'm not telling anyone to do anything. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I am going to buy this thing. Do I have any right now? Not yet. Not yet. I've been watching it since about 95 cents. It hasn't really moved that much, but kind of good. Now, let's switch gears just for a second. Yeah, it's Dogecoin Lite. Yeah, this would just allow influencers, any influencer, to launch a token, and then people could buy the token, and they'd have their own tiny little market caps. It's all really a weird kind of influencer dick measuring contest. But they're going to invariably get some people to come over, and then this market cap that's at 69,000 Yes. 69 million. It's so tiny. It almost, you have to squint to see it. So is there an opportunity here to just ride the wave? Yeah. This is $4 or $5 token, even if it does terrible. It is what it is. Okay. Let's see. Jerry Coin. Yeah, Jerry, you got to do a coin, man. You got to do a coin. Dean, what's up? Now Grant Sardis, what's up? Okay. Let's look at a couple of things. Let's talk about this blockchain of blockchains. The internet of blockchains is now live on Cosmos. What? For Cosmos, the vision of an internet of blockchains is finally coming to life as IBC protocol goes live. I thought those were like root beer and cream sodas. Let's see real quick. Good question. Nick asks, hey, Nick, hey, us. If you hypothetically exited Ethereum, would you diversify into other layer one protocols or look for high? I would layer one. All layer one. Layer one. Because if you're going from a layer one, go to other layer ones. You want to spread your risk. You want to spread that investment into other protocols that might sop up that market cap. I don't think, because if you go into Audius is cool, Graph is cool, these are cool, but these are not protocol layers. And so I would say I would stick with protocol layers. Yes, and Rally is a Coinbase venture. And are they going to push it? Yes. Rally, everyone. Do not say that no one ever gave you no secrets. Okay, let's talk about this internet of blockchains. What are the key takeaways? In January, the Cosmos team introduced Stargate. Apropos, I'd say. An update that enabled the final transition. You got to be careful when people say final transition. They could be talking about all sorts of things. The final transition towards the vision of internet of blockchains laid out in the white paper. Inter-blockchain communication, IBC. How come the communication part they didn't capitalize, but yet in IBC, those are all three capitalized? Poor wordsmith. IBC allows blockchains in the Cosmos ecosystem to exchange data and tokens with each other. Yeah, they should be able to. You're not stunning anyone. Of course, they should be able to communicate with each other, dummies. On March 29th, the team will do a live demo. What? Is that today? A live demo of IBC powered token transfers among different Cosmos blockchains. All right, we'll watch. After 5 years of research and development, the industry's first cross-chain technology, inter-blockchain communication, IBC, is being rolled out in the Cosmos Hub. Cosmos is a decentralized network composed of multi-independent parallel blockchains, each using the Tendermint BFT, a proof-of-stake consensus protocol. What does that sound like? Does that sound kind of like DOT to you guys? Sound like Polkadot? 5 years ago, the initial Cosmos white paper envisioned building an internet of interoperable application-specific blockchains. The idea was to implement the transfer of assets and information between blockchains that were previously isolated from each other. Though the document was published in 2016, it was not until March 2019 that the Cosmos mainnet was launched. Still, interoperability among chains has not gone live just yet. Everybody gives Cardano crap. These dudes been out since 2019, had a mainnet. They haven't done nothing. Come on, Cosmos. Get your S together. In January, the Cosmos team introduced Stargate, a set of upgrades that enabled the final transition, there it is again, toward the original vision of an internet of blockchains laid out in the white paper. Stargate is the phased release of IBC, a protocol that powers blockchains in the Cosmos ecosystem to exchange data and tokens securely. And I'm not going to go through this whole thing. You guys basically get it. Cosmos, Atom, the token. You see it. Okay. IBC will have a transformative impact on the blockchain space by creating an ecosystem of politically independent chains that can interact via trade and information exchange. Knitting together many different blockchains can form a new crypto economic system. That's Christopher Goes, the lead developer in the IBC protocol. Okay, Chris, cool guy. His last name is Goes. Christopher Goes. Chris Goes. He goes. He's an adjective. He's a verb. No, he's a verb. He's an action verb. I go, you go, Chris goes. Weird, right? Okay. And they made some statements. Cool. Yes. First ever tokens native, blah, blah, blah. What does that mean? Well, these things usually catch a bid when functionality comes. So my guess is I wouldn't be shorting Atom today. I wouldn't be shorting the token. The Cosmos Hub deploys 150 validators, stakes Atom tokens, and runs validating nodes to earn block rewards with each new block every 3 to 6 seconds. Any malicious behavior results in a slashing of the tokens, so validators are incentivized not to attack the chain. Yeah, because you lose all your stuff. When it comes to zones, they can host a separate token and an independent governance mechanism. This means that zones do not have to depend on the same validators as the Cosmos Hub. And there is no minimum number of validators. In fact, one would only need a single independent validator to start a zone. Would you trust that validator? Well, no. But it would only take one, according to experts. Because individual zones depend on independent validators, it's a more complex issue to ensure robust security in each zone. As more money flows into the Cosmos world, they hope, the security of individual zones will be tested. Yeah, that looks like an attack surface to me. Ken Barton, the head of research and development at Shapeshift, wrote, okay, yeah. So we're going to be hearing stories about zones in the future, probably being pilfered. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, there is no upper limit on how many blockchains or zones can be added to the ecosystem, unlike sharding protocols like Polkadot, where there's a fixed number of blockchain shards, i.e. 100. Yeah, this is true. There's only 100 parachains, right, for Polkadot until Gavin goes, well, let's make it 200 or 1,000. This whole there's only 100 thing, that's just to get people excited about winning a parachain slot. I guarantee you there's nothing locked in Polkadot's code that they can't toggle in and switch. There can be 1,000, 5,000, 5 trillion. I mean, that's just marketing. Basically, that's marketing with, as far as Polkadot's concerned, around a whole big smattering of very poor marketing, because Polkadot probably is the very worst at engaging the community and actually explaining what the fuck their token does and how Gavin, I'm not even going to call it, you again lost your doctor status, Gavin. You're no longer a doctor, because a doctor would know that maybe when you have a $32 billion platform, you ought to tell people how the motherfucker works. Jesus, man. They are the worst at communicating. All of these companies need to take a page out of Charles Hoskinson's book. Do an AMA once a week, get out there, communicate something. Don't just sit in your fucking robe and wake up at noon and do like 2 hours of coding and then go drink all day and get, fucking wasted. Which, by the way, if you've ever partied with any crypto peeps, that is exactly what happens. You think these people are all like, oh no, I just code all day. Bullshit. These motherfuckers are zooted. They are out of their fucking mind all the time. I've been at parties I can't even explain because there's probably still indictments hanging out there. Shoot, you go to Puerto Rico. Go to Puerto Rico. Spend a week at like one of the blockchain summits in some of those parties. You will change your tune. You will change your tune. I assure you. Do not trust these people. Do not trust in the greater good. The only person that's not out there getting baked, as far as I know, is Charles Hoskinson. Everybody else is getting thrashed. I mean, you think my grandmother's bad? Oh, she's a rookie when it comes to these motherfuckers. I assure you. All right. I was wearing a mask before anybody wore a mask, and that was just so I didn't get high at the parties. Okay. So anyway, it's kind of cool. Essentially, the core development team has other features planned in the coming months, such as a staking bridge with Ethereum and Bitcoin. That's kind of cool. Atom staking derivatives, a blockchain naming system, and an NFT marketplace. So they're checking all the boxes, right? In the coming months could mean years, because they've been around since 2016. They launched their mainnet 2019. You still can't do much with it. And here we are, 2021. So coming months is all blah, blah, blah. But at least they're checking the boxes. All of these features and dApps will inevitably inevitably create more activity on the Cosmos hub, which in turn will generate more fees distributed to the validators and delegators who have staked their Atom tokens. We'll see. We'll see. Disclosure, the author did not hold the cryptocurrency mentioned in the article at the time of press. So what? It's not like this article is going to make people all go super deep on Cosmos. What is it even trading at? It's like 20 bucks. It's always 20 bucks. It's 20 bucks. It lives at 20 bucks. Cosmos only knows 20 bucks. It's got a $4.8 billion market cap and it's done nothing. Talk about a token that's done nothing. It hit so this should tell you, when you're looking at these platforms, Cosmos has done nothing. VeChain has done nothing. I mean, nothing. Dot. You want to talk about fucking nothing. Let's be honest. Let's go down the list. Bitcoin, done something. Done a lot. Ethereum, done something. Cardano, if we're being honest, it's done fucking nothing. Zero. Fucking zero. Cool token, bro. Cool AMAs. I love Charles. Charles is cool. He's cool as hell. He's a great individual. But let's be honest. Cardano has done fucking zilch. Zilch. They don't have a fucking thing you can do except spin up these dumb little fucking spacemen. Space Cardani, whatever the fuck they're called. They're so fucking stupid. Someone on Twitter was like, bye, my space guys, space dudes, space buds. Get the fuck out of here, man. Deleted, fucking deleted, blocked, muted. Get the fuck off my Twitter feed. Okay. Dot, nothing. They've done nothing. Oh, the Kala is the first. It doesn't matter. None of the shit they do, you can fucking do. You can stake it and get showered with their governance token, but it doesn't matter. They haven't done anything. You can't go fucking build these. And again, I say this because look at the market caps. They've done nothing. And yet look how hardcore they've eroded. Honestly, the only project that's done anything, and it's embarrassing to admit, Binance Scam Chain, BSC. At least you can launch stuff, right? Who else? Near. But no one's really paying attention to Near right now. But so here's what this little rant should tell you. These projects, protocol layers, can get 20, 10, 30, 5, 38 billion market cap by achieving zilch, by having zero real world utility, zero use, zero utility, zero fucking adoption, zero fucking dust. Wolf tickets. That's all these motherfuckers have. I love Cardano, but you know what? Wolf tickets. Dot. Wolf tickets. VeChain. Fuck. Not even that. No one fucking knows what VeChain's doing. Dust. Theta actually doing something. It should probably have a $30 billion market cap. It's the only one that seems to actually have anything going on. Let's keep going. Cosmos, dust. They've done nothing. Does that mean they shouldn't be 7 times? They probably should be 7 times higher because protocols that don't do shit should trade for 30 billion, right? Does that make sense? I don't know. You need to factor these things in. You need to do this math. You need to be honest about the shit that you're holding. Chili's, who knows? Doesn't count. Let's get to these protocols. Protocol. Okay, is this an appropriately priced protocol? Yeah, probably. It's $1 billion and it's not doing anything. That's what a little good marketing will do you. Should this thing be 40 billion? No. But is it any less? Does it have any less efficacy than no? They're doing the same nothing that Cardano and Polkadot and Cosmos are doing. They're all doing the same nothing. Nothing. IOST, oh, that's a big fucking dust factory. Nothing. Flow's actually doing something. And oddly, it's got tiny market cap. Flow is actually working. Flow is flowing. So this one's probably, I can't make fun of Flow. Fetch, not doing anything yet, but it's a future play. 1 inch. They're doing a whole lot. It's hard to explain exactly what they're doing, but it's a great swap platform, but it's not a protocol. So we're going to excuse it. Audius, not a protocol. It's more like Theta. but it's actually delivering. Guess what? You can go to Audius, you can download the app, and you know what you can do? In the time that you're not spending launching tokens on Cardano or smart contracts or whatever on Polkadot or Cosmos, you can listen to music. So in all that downtime, while all these other coins sop up the cash, you can listen to Audius and actually listen to music right now, this second. It is amazing. There is staking for Audius. Scott, let me give you that web address. Go to dashboard.audius.org. I will put it in I'm going to put it in here for you because the staking is freaking great. It's like somewhere between 30 and 35%. It's absolutely retarded. See if that works. So go to dashboard.audius.org and then you can set up staking. I'm in these, there's one is like called staked or stake, whatever. And then there's filament is another one. There's a few, but anyway, I use the very first one, whatever. Okay, let's go back. Second article. Let's see if I can get through this one without cursing. Okay, Bitcoin whales explode, move over 2 billion in BTC in just 24 hours. So I thought it was interesting to see where all these tokens were going over the weekend. This was 2 days ago. This is Friday. Sorry, this was Saturday. So Bitcoin whales are moving billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin as flagship cryptocurrency recovers from its plunge down to 51. They call it a plunge. I feel like it's weird when you refer to things as crashes and plunges and sell-offs and all this. People forget 6 months ago we were at like 9,000. It's weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird? No, Dean, I don't want a space bud. Don't send me one. I'm not giving you my address. I don't want one. And if I can send, I'll tell you what, you want to do me a solid? Send my space bud to a burn address. Burn that motherfucker. P. Kelly, I don't have any thoughts on Mir because I haven't really studied it enough. I'm looking at it, but I haven't studied it enough. Okay, let's take a look at where all these tokens are being moved. Okay. Here's the story. In the past 24 hours, crypto whales have circulated over 2 billion worth of Bitcoin. Two crypto whales each moved 3,000 Bitcoin worth a total of 320.6 million in two separate transactions. Bitcoin analytics tool Whale Alert first picked up the transactions yesterday being Friday. Now, the first whale sent 3,000 Bitcoin worth 160 million to an unknown wallet that now holds 10,000 Bitcoin. It doesn't appear to be an exchange wallet. We don't know for sure. The second whale moved 3,000 Bitcoin, worth the same, into a single wallet, according to the receiving wallet, which has been active for 3 years, sent away almost all 3,000 in a flurry of transactions. Interesting, no? Okay. In addition to two multi-million transactions, the whales moved a total of 31,515. That's basically 31,500 Bitcoin, worth 1.68 billion in the last 24 hours. 9 transactions shifted Bitcoin between wallets of unknown origins. 4 transfers diverted BTC from crypto exchanges to unknown wallets, so illiquidity. 2 transfers moved BTC from unknown wallets to crypto exchanges, liquidity. And 2 transactions relocated Bitcoin between crypto exchanges, liquidity. Below is a list of the significant BTC transactions in the past day. So I thought it was kind of cool. The only ones that I thought were interesting is 1,281 Bitcoin to Coinbase, 1,000 Bitcoin to Coinbase, 1,500 Bitcoin from Coinbase, 1,150 Bitcoin from Coinbase to Bitstamp. And I say, why Bitstamp? Regulatory environments, taxes. 2,500 Bitcoin to an unknown wallet. 1,067 from OKEX to an unknown wallet. 1,500 from Coinbase to an unknown wallet. Unknown, and 990 Bitcoin from Huobi to Coinbase. Cool. And then we're going to finish things out. We're going to round it out. We're going to go over to here to Cointelegraph Pro and their little dashboard and their little numbering system, their old little vortex crap. But it is interesting I'm just going to talk about the movers. Don't worry, these numbers up here, I'm not sure if they're relevant yet. I'm still trying to figure this all out. But what is interesting is the movers. And you have Holochain, Wanchain, Flamingo. If anybody here owns Flamingo, I'd love an explanation why you own Flamingo and not Dodo. Why Flamingo when you can own Dodo? God, no wonder Legacy Finance laughs at us. We look like a bunch of bumbling retards. We really do. It's embarrassing. Okay. Holochain, up 29%. Wanchain, Flamingo, Zcash, and Hedera. They're all on the run. Hedera right at 40 cents. Zcash is making a move. I would stay away from privacy tokens personally, but there you go. Twitter volume. Let's track the Twitter volume. Here's the top Twitter volume. Near Protocol, while it's down a little bit, it's up 517%. Flamingo, I'm sure it's some old scammy. I bet Flamingo traces back to Binance. I'm sure it's got to, because they're the ones that do stupid shit with bird names. Okay, so it's the Twitter volume's up 371%. Store J, it got a Coinbase listing. The price is selling off pretty hard, but it's up 309% on its Wink is up 264% on its Twitter volume. It's down a little bit on the day. Dodo. Dude, if you bought Dodo, I want you to sell off some of it, and I want you to go pay someone to choke you to death and throw you off a mountain. All right. Trading volume. So for total trading volume, Flamingo is killing it, up 400%. Polymath, 368%. Live Peer, 309%. Store J, and Acropolis. And are there any big news bits? No super quakes recently. These are big news quakes. It's like when they have a big news event that may move the price. So yeah, the average Vortex score among these assets tracked on CB. Okay. And then the top of the Vortex score. So I'll give you just a real quick explanation of what this is. They take a bunch of data, they put it all into a score called a Vortex score, which is like volume, on-chain transactions, and price action, trading volume, Twitter volume, price change, liquidity, all these kind of things. They put it all into one score. That's the Vortex score. And there's a couple of ways people trade this. Typically, 80 or above. You see Filecoin in there. 80 or above. There are some strategies where people buy 80. They buy it at when the score hits 80, and then they sell it when the score has dropped down to 65. Now, here's the interesting thing. The score is not relative to the price. It's relative to the overall positive momentum of the asset. Meaning, EasyFi right now is the top of the list. Now, it's not the highest priced, and the price isn't even the highest it's been in the recent past. But the way that Cointelegraph analyzes with all this data, it is the most likely to succeed out of all of the assets. And when I say all, I mean all 8,900 and whatever real assets, not these bullshit ones they're spinning up on Cardano, but real assets. It's the top one. Now, am I telling you to go buy it? No. They are telling you to go buy it. They're probably not actually. They're probably telling you to look at it. So EasyFi, it's one of these liquidity providers, kind of weird, quasi-curious. They got liquidity pools and yield farming, all sorts of other bullshit. But anyway, they're doing some things. It's not disinteresting. It's just not. I'm not willing to pull the trigger on it. But if this thing touched 94 yesterday, and so there's some time-based strategies and there's some other strategies. And one of the time-based strategies is you hold it for a certain amount of time. When these assets hit a score of 90, it means that likely the next 7 days of momentum is going to outperform Bitcoin. So basically it's saying if you were to stay in Bitcoin versus being in these assets, 80 and better is what you're looking for, and 90, you stay in it for a week and then you dump that mother effer. Or you dump your original investment and keep the profit and let the token run. So this thing hit 94 last night. which I thought was very interesting. I never even heard of it. So I'm going to watch it and see if this kind of does anything. Let's see. Have I looked at altcoin season charts? No, because I don't believe in charting in crypto. It doesn't work. And I don't believe in that there is an altcoin season. I think this is a crypto season and people get in and out of Bitcoin for various reasons. But I think the whole notion of an altcoin season is flawed logic. I just think people are always looking to make more money out of their money. And then when you layer on top of that risk aversion, what you get is the result. Okay. So yeah, let's see. I'm just excited. I just exited Ethereum. Oh, good for you. I'm not supposed to say that, but good for you. Okay. Let me see. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see. BitFlipper, what's going on? And hope Vitalik doesn't die before the next EIP. Yeah, I know, right? God. Crypto Gamer 420, good to see you. Innova Prod, good to see you. It just skipped. T Caldwell, good to see you. Good to see the whole team. Let's see. Why I hate. I don't really hate BSC. It's scammy, and yeah. Let's see. Come out here, fudding. You're fudding. You're toxic. If I'm toxic. Oh, well, cool. I hope I'm toxic. I hope I'm toxic to bad thoughts. If you have, I know, BitFlip. I'm kind of going off what you're saying. Here, I'll say why let me answer your question. I am not a fan of Binance Smart Chain because I think CZ took a turn. About a year ago, he took a turn towards DeFi and he wasn't being honest with people. And he started erasing tweets and he started promoting these tokens and saying, oh, everything's going to be fine. But he's kind of pulling some scams. And listen, if you start erasing the history, if you start erasing your tweets and you're promising everything's fine, this is decentralized. It's not decentralized. That is a lie. Everything is not fine. And all of a sudden he's gotten really quiet about your funds are safe, right? Your funds are not safe. Your funds are not really safe anywhere unless they're on your own hardware wallet, right? That's really the only time your funds are safe. Everywhere else there's risk. What bothers me about CZ is he's become a snake oil salesman for DeFi. He went too deep. Also, I don't like what that douchebag did by giving everyone 125x leverage. Do you guys really think that people in the crypto space, that any of us need 125x leverage on anything? No, we do not. No one can be responsible with that. And no one should have it. And so that's my problem. CZ went from being this great dude to kind of being sketchy. And it just kind of bothers me. And when you start erasing tweets, when you start changing history, when you start promising things and then going back on it, and then even when you listen to him, he comes into Clubhouse about once a week, or at least he was before all his platforms started getting, smoked out of millions of dollars. But he would always say, I would listen to him and I could tell he's starting to back away from responsibility. He's starting to not blame his team, but be like, well, I don't really do that. That's not I'm not the guy. Bullshit. Nothing happens. Trust me. Nothing happens on Binance that doesn't go across that dude's desk on his boat. Nothing. And I'm glad CZ made you rich. This is the thing. I want everybody in crypto to get rich. I want you guys to all inherit all of the legacy financial system. I want everyone to do good. Many of you will do good and then give it all back because you don't know why you did good. You're not sure why you won. You're not sure what you're doing. You don't have a system. Right now, while the markets are going up, this is the time when you need to bear down, roll up your sleeves, get a pencil, get a notebook. You need to learn about finance, both legacy finance, the traditional system. You need to learn repo. You need to learn Fed funds. You need to understand the machinations of the markets. You need to understand the derivative space. You need to understand all of this stuff, right? Because if you don't, then when the easy money is gone, you're not going to be able to make any money because you'll be lost, because you won't have a system, you won't have a foundation, you won't have a way to coordinate or express your ideas in the market. And then you give it all back. And when you give it all back, you can't blame anybody. Yeah, and it's true. There are winners and losers. This is true. But I think the majority of the people in the crypto space can be net winners if you guys are smart and if you're willing to do your homework. But you're absolutely right. There are winners and losers. It is a reality that probably most of the people that make money in crypto are going to give it all back to people that have, a mindset of game theory, and they understand their cognitive bias. And it is what it is. Basic understanding of economics. Okay. So let's go. Let's roll this one out. Happy Monday, everyone. Cool markets. Keep track of EasyFi and Coty. Let's see what they do over the next few days. I'm going to bring this chart up at the end of each show, and we'll see what these guys do. It'd be kind of interesting to see. I know the DGens do run the space, right? God, never were truer words spoken. Okay, let's call it a day. Thank you, everyone. Thank you on Theta, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Periscope, Facebook Live, and I'm not going to thank YouTube. I thank the people on YouTube, but I don't thank YouTube because YouTube's garbage. There. Whew. Everyone have a great Monday. We will see you tomorrow. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything my poor insolvent drunk, strung out of meth grandmother wouldn't do. You know what? She's being cool today. She's just smoking a very chill meth with Quaalude dust on top of it. So nothing crazy. It's a Monday. She's just sitting back, watching her soaps. That's the wrong one.